Yes, you guys, how you all doing? I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Line CV, and welcome to another News Daily video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking about disappointing news surrounding Luka Jovic. I'm going to be talking about Sarri and his interview with Vanity Fair. I'm also going to be talking about reports and Frank Lampard, as well as talking about managers who've been added to the shortlist. But before I get into anything, smash that like button, help me get more than 1,000 likes for today's video. Don't forget to press the bell notification button either, and don't forget in the cards above will be recommended videos for you guys. Now, starting the News Daily video with some bad news. Yes, it's officially been announced, Real Madrid have signed Luka Jovic on a 6-year deal for about 70 million euros. Recently, Madrid have been doing a madness. Not only have they announced Jovic today, they're close to signing Ferland Mendy, and those two are going to join possibly Eden Hazard, as well as Rodrigo, and Eder Militao as well. So Real Madrid, in a sense, are really showing us the levels between us and them. Even in our most expensive transfer windows, we're not signing that same quality. Obviously, it is disappointing that we're not going to be seeing Luka Jovic playing for us. Of course, there was interest between both parties. The club were linked strongly with the player as well. I gave you guys my hypothetical in regards to why Sarri may be annoyed with the club for not sending their appeal to Kaz. And it is quite funny when you think about the fact that Sarri is going to be signing for Juventus very soon, possibly in the next few days. And maybe Luka Jovic postponed stuff with Real Madrid to really wait for the outcome in regards to whether Sarri was going to stay or leave. Again, it's another hypothetical from me, but I do think the timing of everything is a bit too coincidental. Obviously, it still hurts, but I think one thing for sure for next season, La Liga is going to be interesting. You know, seeing Hazard, Luka Jovic, with guys like Modric as well. It's going to be pretty exciting, and you know that Real Madrid haven't finished signing players, and if you feel like watching how Madrid are going to be for next season, I suggest that you download the OneFootball app, because with the OneFootball app, not only do you get all the stats and news surrounding players of your choice, but when you know that you can watch games on the go on your phone, I think it's a pretty fair deal. If you guys want that, it is going to be in the link in the description below. Now, moving on to the second story, that's in regards to Sarri and his recent interview with Italian Vanity Fair. Now, in this interview, Sarri basically admitted that he is going to be signing for Juventus and he will be returning to Italy. Now, I'm going to break this interview down, but I'm going to put a link in the description below, so if you want to read the full article for yourselves, you know where to find it. In the interview, Sarri spoke about how he misses Italy, and he said that when you're an Italian, the core for home is always going to be very strong. And Sarri said that he was feeling the weight of not being with his friends and with his elderly parents as well. So there definitely is a human factor playing in this deal. Moving on to more quotes, he was asked about how Napoli fans are going to feel, and you know, with how Napoli fans are feeling right now, what's going around is that a lot of them will feel betrayed once Sarri does sign for Juventus. Sarri did respond with, "The Neapolitans know the love I feel for them. I have chosen abroad last year not to go to an Italian team. The profession can lead to other paths. The relationship will not change. Loyalty is giving 100% when you are there. What does it mean to be faithful? And if one day the company sends you away, what are you to do? Staying true to a wife you divorced from? The last flag was Totti. In the future, we will have zero." Obviously, Sarri's saying, of course, I have a deep bond with the club and the fans, but you have to understand the nature of the business. Of course, I can't pick the opportunities that come my way, but of course, I will be picking what's best for myself and for my career. He said that as long as you're showing 110% for the cause, that's more than good enough. And he did play devil's advocate at the end, talking about the fact that what is the price of being faithful? Because in the nature of this business, it means nothing. And I'm sure that Sarri's definitely speaking from experience from this season in particular. And he spoke about Totti, Roma's legend, saying that he's the last of a dying breed because football just isn't the same anymore. Other interesting things spoken about in the interview, Sarri was asked about his style of football, and as Sarri has continuously explained throughout this season, he understands that his football has been given the name Sarri Ball, Sarrisimo, but it's just another way of playing. Sarri isn't the type of guy that cares about having his name on things. He doesn't have that type of ego. He said that he isn't very tech savvy, he doesn't have a social media, but he did say that his nephew showed him a Napoli fan account on Facebook, and at the end, he admitted that he doesn't even have WhatsApp. But of course, if you want to read the full article, as I said, it will be linked in the description below. And just talking about Sarri possibly working with Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, reports have been coming out from Italy suggesting that Ronaldo is quite excited and curious to work with Maurizio Sarri. They mentioned that he's seen how Sarri's made guys like Mertens, Hazard, Macaroni and Higuain, players that are breaking their goal scoring records or getting close to doing that. And if you're Cristiano Ronaldo, that makes a lot of sense. Ideally for this season, you know he wants to score more goals. I mean, Ronaldo's always been getting about 50 goals per season, but playing under Allegri and his system, it's not the most goal-friendly system. And one thing you're guaranteed to get is that Sarri does get teams to score goals. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sarri is going to develop Juventus. Personally, I think he is going to do well there. But regardless, reports are stating that Sarri's departure will happen in the next few days. Now, moving on to the third story for today, and that's in regards from Corriere dello Sport, and they've come out suggesting that maybe Frank Lampard might not be Sarri's successor. Now, the news they're getting is from sources close to Frank Lampard, so potentially people from his circle, and they're saying that Lampard doesn't feel like he's ready to come and sign for us. He feels like he needs more experience, and he's only going to return once he feels 100% ready. Now, I'll give my thoughts and opinions on this, and the first immediate thing that jumps at me is the fact that, you know, who knows who this source is going to be? How close is he to Frank Lampard? How long ago did he hear this? You know, I know how this stuff goes personally, so you know, there's always context in regards to how they get this news, but so far I'm not really hearing anything suggesting that Lampard isn't the favourite right now. But let me play devil's advocate for a second, let me be hypothetical. Let's say that this is accurate and Lampard's really feeling this. Well, for me, I would be pretty disappointed. I'd be disappointed because there isn't a better time to take over. You can shape and mold this team a ton. If you come now, you can build and grow with them, as well as helping to kickstart a new generation. You'll be the face of that. You'll be the face of the new Chelsea and everything they're trying to do right now. And what I like about this potential future is that it consists of academy prospects for once. And for once, we can take our future into our own hands. As you guys can see beside me, Jody Morris quotes, and he's correct. I've heard something from this before, so I know that Morris really feels strongly and passionately about the academy and really giving fair opportunities to our young players. And let's continue down this hypothetical. Let's say that Lampard doesn't come in the end. What does this potentially mean? Could it imply that he might be more interested in trophies? Could it imply that he wants to work with a team much more experienced right now and he doesn't want to do the groundwork? Or could it simply mean that Lampard isn't ready to handle this type of pressure? Remember, these are all just hypotheticals. Personally, I want Lampard to replace Sarri. He's the only guy to do that. Expect me to be releasing videos on the matter later this week. And moving on to the final story for today, it's looking like 2 more managers have been added to the shortlist to replace Sarri. And those 2 are Javi Gracia from Watford and Nuno Santo from Wolves. Now, these 2 join a list consisting of Allegri, Steve Holland, Lampard, and even rumours of Laurent Blanc and Jose Mourinho. Now, Javi Gracia is someone I've already spoken about in a previous video, I think in the past few months, and this is a report coming out from ESPN, and they're stating that the club like him because, you know, his tactics are quite good, his work at Watford has been pretty impressive, and he has a good coaching style. And when it comes to Santo, the work he's done with Wolves this season has been very impressive. His record against the top teams, his ability to work with a young squad and being comfortable doing that as well. It's important because it shows that he can work with a young squad and he can develop and improve them. Now, when it comes to Allegri on this list, the reports are stating that maybe the club might be a bit tired working with Italians anymore, and when you actually deep it, it does sound a bit mad. And for me, other than Frank Lampard, the rest of the managers just don't sound that sexy. I still think that Lampard's going to be the manager to replace Sarri. I'm not really hearing too many negatives in regards to that. I'm hearing a lot more positives actually, and I'm going to be releasing a certain video later this week, and I think you guys might like it. But anyway, that's enough for me. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm VANITY FC. This is Blue Line TV. Signing out.